Clark students, family, teachers, and staff. My name is Ani Sahakian, and I'm the ASB president of Anderson W. Clark Magnet High School for the school year of 2020 to 2021. Please rise and remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Crescenta Valley High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please put your right hand on top of your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Oh, sorry. So sorry.
Thank you, Ani, for getting us started this evening. Also, we wish to thank the Crescenta Valley High School Air Force Junior ROTC for assisting with the presentation of the colors. Master Sergeant Dr. Michael Stanton, we appreciate your partnership. I'm Lena Kortoshian, principal of Clark Magnet High School. On behalf of our distinguished faculty, staff, and administration, I'm delighted to welcome you to 2021 graduation ceremony. We are honored that you can join us this evening to recognize and celebrate these extraordinary students whose steadfast dedication to their studies enabled them to attain academic excellence. We have a number of distinguished guests with us here tonight. Please welcome Mr. Sean Sahakian, President of the GUSD Board of Education. Dr. Armina Karpetian, GUSD Board Member. Dr. Vivian Ekchian, Superintendent of the Glendale Unified School District. Dr. Kelly King, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services for the GUSD. Ms. Ann Ransford, Vice President of Glendale Community College Board of Trustees. Mr. Patrick Davarhanian, our keynote speaker, alumni from the Clark graduating class of 2004. Say hello to our assistant principal, Dr. Landizi, who was instrumental to the organizations of today's graduation ceremony. Our our outstanding counselors, Ms. Anna Margarian and Ms. Lucy Serda. I'd like to recognize the teachers and staff of Clark Magnet High School. Your hard work and dedication has contributed to our success as a school. Thank you for ensuring that our students here this evening have had exemplary role models and a strong foundation of educational excellence. The past 14 months have taught us all a great deal about resilience. Clark seniors, you have persevered as we pivoted to distance learning. You navigated this new normal and all of the changes that came with it by staying academically focused and emotionally strong. There has been great loss, which many of you have experienced personally, but hopefully you have also been able to find joy. Joy in your accomplishment and enthusiasm for what you have yet to achieve. During our seniors' time at Clark, our schools received a number of accolades and awards, and we attribute this to our students' success. In April of this year, we learned that Clark was named a California Distinguished School for the 4th time in its history for achieving exceptional student performance and closing the achievement gap. What makes this honor unique is that Clark received California Distinguished School status in back-to-back award year cycles, both in 2019 and 2021. There are only 29 other high schools in the state that maintain this level of excellence over the past 2 years. In 2020, Clark Magnet received a national recognition by the U.S. Department of Education as a Green Ribbon School. We are so proud to be this elite group of only 39 schools, 11 districts, and 5 post-secondary institutions in the nation because it validates our efforts to reduce our environmental impact, improve health and wellness, and ensure effective sustainability education. Clark is also one of the 5 California schools to earn the highest possible honor at the state level, being named a 2020 Green Achiever. This is a great news and a very special honor for us. Each year, yes, give yourselves a round of applause. This is the accomplishment of our students, our staff, and our supporting parents. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Each year, we look forward to presenting our ranking in the U.S. News and World Report Best High Schools listings. Clark Magnet has maintained its spot in the top 2% of the high schools in the nation. And among California high schools, Clark is ranked number 70, placing our school in the top 2.7% of high schools in the state. These local, state, and national honors are a testament of the dedication of Clark staff, students, parents, GUSD leadership, and board members over the years. Thank you for making this level of achievement possible. Clark is well known for its award-winning programs and for preparing students for college and career readiness. It is an honor to present our many programs and students that have achieved success this year. If you were a member of mock trial team, please stand and remain standing. If you were a member of publications, please stand, and please stand standing. Please stay standing. Will the members of robotics team please stand? Please remain standing. Also, let's have our Skills USA team members stand up. 11 students earned a medal this year, 6 of them earning gold and silver. We also have 2 students that went to the 2 nationals. Please stay standing. If you took Geology of Disasters, Scientific Research, or the Environmental GIS course, please stand. Our students in these courses have earned scholarship money for their research projects, and our students presented proposals as part of the CTE Mission CubeSat Challenge to collect data with GIS software and use their results to help the community. Please stay standing. If you were a member of the Scholastic Bowl team, please rise. Our strong and supportive partnership with Glendale Community College has allowed students to take college-level courses as dual enrollment in high school setting. If you took any GCC dual enrollment classes, please stand up and remain standing. Wow. That includes jump starts too, jump courses. Students that took the dual enrollment architecture class, please stand. Each year, our seniors in cinematography complete a capstone project showcasing their skills with a final polished film. If you took cinematography, please stand. Next, I would like to invite the students who have taken an animation class. Please stand. If you took design, please stand. Engineering and manufacturing, please stand. Business classes, please stand. Students that took the informational technology courses, networking and cybersecurity, please stand. Photo students, please stand. Let's give all our students a round of applause. We're so proud of you. Please take your seats. Congratulations, class of 2021. Seeing these students already on the path to success gives me great joy as an educator and especially as your principal. We are so proud of you for making it through one of the most difficult situations in recent global history. You deserve to be celebrated for that all you have achieved. When the 2020-21 school year began, it brought us down, but we kicked against the bottom and found the surface, and here we are breathing. As the world slowly turns the corner to get past this pandemic, you have all crossed the finish line. Michelle Obama said, "Failure is an important part of your growth and developing resilience." You have built your resilience. Your teachers and parents played an important role in helping you reach the finish line. Whatever your challenges have been, you prevailed. Remote learning became the standard, and we weathered through it, not only because you are resilient, but also because you were determined. This graduating class would have a unique perspective to share with the future generations. Maybe this is your first higher education finish line and there's more to come, or maybe you are graduating and entering the workforce. No matter where you go, remember you are stronger when you are part of a team. This pandemic reminded us how precious life is and how vulnerable you can be, and yet, in the face of adversity, we witness how resilient we are. I'm honored to be part of that journey as your principal, and I partnered with some very important people. your assistant principal, Dr. Landisi, counselors, Mrs. Turjan, Ms. Margarian, Ms. Serda, Clark staff, and most importantly, your teachers, individuals who had turned the magic of a classroom into magic on Zoom. We are now able to be here at Clark's in-person graduation because of this partnership. It is a joy to be able to address you from this podium, to be able to confer your diplomas and have all of us witness your success. Success comes in many shapes and sizes, and as you embark on a new chapter of your life, listen to your own voice. You are wiser than you think, and while you will get many people offering you advice on your future, as Steve Jobs said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. As you walk across the stage today, you are joining the ranks of next generation of innovators, thinkers, and doers. As much as we may have had issues with technology, it allows us to stay connected. It allowed us to keep going. As much as we are ready for less screen time, we should not forget what technology made possible. Dear senior scholars, as you graduate today, please remember to be vulnerable and have courage. Use your voice to express your ideas. Be open-minded and have empathy towards others. Live with compassion and love. Your hard work and creativity define you. You are entering adulthood where opportunities are waiting for you. You have the potential to manage and lead. You have a bright future. Let your dreams come true. We believe in you. Graduating class of 2021, you have already inspired us with your resilience and perseverance. Keep connecting, keep innovating, keep inspiring. No matter wherever you go or what you do, make sure that you continue to go far on your journey. Your next chapter is going to be amazing. Thank you. It is my great pleasure to introduce an outstanding Clark alumnus who has made it his life's mission to give back to the youth of Glendale. Mr. Patrick Davarhanian is a member of Clark's class of 2004. Mr. Davarhanian is currently a social science and AP psychology teacher at Clark Magnet and previously taught 5th grade at Columbus Elementary School. After graduating from Clark, Mr. Davarhanian first attended Glendale Community College and completed his studies at Cal State University Northridge, where he earned a bachelor's degree in liberal studies. Mr. Davarhanian also earned 2 master's degrees from CSUN, one in elementary education, focusing on language and literacy, and another master's in secondary education with a concentration in multicultural and multilingual education. All of these experiences prepared him to follow his passion for teaching and build a reputation for excellence among his students. Please welcome Mr. Davarhanian as he shares a few words with the class of 2021.
Thank you. Dear teachers, staff, administrators, distinguished guests, family members, and of course, our amazing class of 2021. It is a pleasure to stand here before you representing Clark Alumni Class of 2004. As a proud product of Glendale's public schools, I would like to say unequivocally that Clark Magnet made me who I am today. From our extraordinary teachers, to our considerate staff, to our school administrators, Clark has always been a truly special place. When I first attended this school as a student, it was a relatively new school with a handful of clubs and an incomplete graduating class. It was just the beginning to see its true potential. But as our numbers grew, so did our aspirations. And today, Clark has blossomed. We now have more inclusive and fun clubs than ever before. We offer students a multitude of creative yet challenging classes, and we successfully participate in numerous nationwide competitions. With a commitment to collaborate with local businesses, community-based outreach programs, and our environmental conservation initiatives, our school is now a California Distinguished School, a Green Ribbon School, and ranks in the top 2% of high schools across the nation. But these accomplishments and accolades did not just appear out of thin air. They are the direct result of dedicated students who show up every day with an eagerness to learn and a penchant for academic prowess. They are the result of countless parents who have sacrificed so much to ensure their children are successful in life. They are the result of administrators and staff who work tirelessly, often into the evening, to make this school excel academically and logistically. They are the result of a passionate group of exceptional teachers who have inspired generations of young people to pursue their dreams and have a positive impact in a world that is too often consumed by selfishness and indifference. Without professional educators who demonstrate an unwavering commitment to public service, these chairs would have sat empty, along with the ambitions of our children. So, I would like to acknowledge the educators who helped me along my path of becoming the man I am today. My Spanish teachers, Mrs. Melville and Mrs. Marcucci, who taught me the importance of appreciating culture and valuing diversity. My social science teachers, Mr. Doom and Mr. West, who taught me the importance of civic engagement, fighting for social justice, and promoting acceptance. My English and humanities teachers, Mr. and Mrs. Davis, Mrs. McGrath, Mrs. Sajadier, Mrs. Pettigrew, who gave me the tools I needed to speak up and speak out and turn my ideas into actions. My counseling clerk, Mrs. Bondi, who always greeted me with a welcoming smile. And of course, my trusted librarian, Mrs. Newcomer, who carefully guided me along that difficult path that lay ahead. I would also like to acknowledge my fellow 2004 alumni classmates, who now I have the distinct pleasure of working with on a daily basis, business and IT cybersecurity instructor, Mr. Savade Sayan, and our engineering instructor, Mr. David Black. Thank you for your friendship and all that you do for our students. Educators, I am here today because of your commitment to excellence, because of your continued patience, because you saw in me real potential. Your students, myself included, are byproducts of your years of devotion to the idea of building a school community that values service learning and maintains high academic standards. Our graduates are prepared to meet challenges they will face because of the confidence that you instilled in them. They truly are ready for the next chapter of their lives. The critics say this generation is oblivious, spending their days dancing away on TikTok or perming their hair to the point of no return, but that assessment is inaccurate. This generation is very in tune with the needs of our society, and they have demonstrated a willingness to create long-lasting change through actions they have taken over the course of their student experience here at Clark. Our students have participated in the most recent election in record numbers, organized countless fundraisers, spread their message on social media, and in their quest for a more equitable society, created an interconnected digital family that is ready to hold our leaders accountable for their actions. The students you see before you helped organize national walkouts against gun violence. They raised thousands of dollars in support of Artsakh, And they even created a peace vigil and protest march in our city that brought together thousands of people from all backgrounds, demonstrating against injustice, oppression, and brutality. What you see here before you is not a sea of desolate youth. This is an armada of determined youth. These are future leaders who are not content with the status quo and who will not accept a world riddled with inequities. To this spectacular group of talented students in front of me, I would like to say, I look forward to living in a world you will help curate, a world that is kinder and more inclusive, a world where hate has no safe harbor and justice always prevails. I would like to leave you all with indelible words of Quaker pacifist, civil rights leader, and gay liberation icon Bayard Rustin, who said, "We need, in every community, a group of angelic troublemakers." So, to all my angelic troublemakers, I say to you, get out there and make a difference. Get out there and get into some good, healthy trouble. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick, for your inspirational message. What a great role model you are. Now, I would like to introduce my colleague, Assistant Principal, Dr. Landisi.
The class of 2021 is unique in many ways, and our next presentation is for the top seniors that stand out among this very distinguished pack. There is no doubt that the class of 2021 has set a high bar when it comes to academic achievement. It is now my honor to recognize the students who are candidates for valedictorian and salutatorian. These students had a grade point average of 4.396 and above at the end of first semester. Please stand when I call your name. Anaida Harutunian, Ellen Hovanisian, Arpi Keshishian, Cyrus Motalebi, Arno Tatos. And way out there beyond the picket fence, will the parents of these students please stand as well? We want to applaud you. These students are all at the top of their class, and they are separated by as little as 0.08 of a grade point. In addition to performing outstanding academically, they are actively involved in their school and community and represent the best Clark has to offer. The staff and I are extremely proud of your work. After calculating this semester's final grades, we have a three-way tie for salutatorian. These are the seniors with the second highest GPA in the class of 2021. Anaida Harutunian, Ellen Hovanisian, and Cyrus Motalevi. Let's give them a round of applause. They have a grade point average of 4.42. And the valedictorian for the class of 2021 with an overall GPA of 4.50 is Arpi Keshishian. Congratulations. Thank you, scholars. You may take your seats. High school seniors must earn 220 credits in order to graduate. All of our top students have far exceeded the required credits for graduation by taking summer school, college classes, and courses and other programs. Please stand and remain standing. I will call your names. Deserving special recognition in their 4 years here at Clark, we have Dylan Abramian, Edgar Agekian, Ernesto Aguilar, Samuel Andreasian, Anush Apinian, Anna Artunian, Bine Kalayag, Kenneth Castro, Inga Chilingarian, Connor Choi, Nathan Frenier, Julie Garabetian, Eileen Garamanyan, Jeremy Gilo, Nagashriya Guntareddy, Daniel Hakobian, Anna Hovanisian, Anthony Marinov, Alec Markarian, Haik Petrosian, Sophia Pogosian, Kaylin Rostamlu, Sona Sardarian, Nicole Shahi, Arman Saturian, Hira Sorn Rong Farouks. All of these young people distinguished themselves by exceeding minimum requirements by 60 high school credits. 60 credits is the equivalent of an extra year of high school work. A big round of applause for these students as they take their seats. Natalie Yusefian, please stand. Nare Gevorkian, Chris Hogverdian, and Brandon Lau, please stand. These 4 students exceeded the minimum requirements. Natalie was 63.5 additional credits, and Nare, Chris, and Brandon was 65 credits. A big round of applause for these 4 students. Thank you. Besma Hassan, you should stand as well. Besma exceeded graduation requirements with 67.5 credits. Thank you. And now, the following students please stand. David Abramian, Nikita Bardosh, Anaida Harutunian, Ellen Hovanisian, Liova Martirosyan, Aaron McCurchian, Lilia Ohanian, Aubrey Chan, Catherine Shavlin. These 9 students earned 70 more credits than required for graduation. A big round of applause for them as well. Thank you. Elena Kunyaman, please stand. Elena earned 295 credits. That's 74 more credits than required for graduation. A big round of applause. Thank you. Our ASB president, Ani Sahakian, who you met earlier, earned 80 more credits than required for graduation. Thank you. Where is Lucy Navasartian? Lucy completed 85 credits more than required for graduation. That's equivalent to a year and a half extra of high school. We will now recognize a very elite group of students that has earned a total of 310 credits over their 4 years at Clark Magnet. Will the following students please stand? Henri Arzumanian, Madeline Jalalyan, Damian Knight, Grigor McCurchian, Nona Nersisian, Tigran Sakab, Diana Sarkisian. These outstanding scholars accumulated 95 more credits than what is traditionally required for graduation. Absolutely amazing. A big round of applause for all of our Clark scholars. Thank you. Please let me present the class officers of the class of 2021. President Martun Gavorkian, Vice President Diana Sarkisian, Secretary Natalie Bagumian, Treasurer Haik Petrosian. We wish to thank these students and their advisor, Ms. Arabuni Ohanian, for their dedication and service to the senior class.
Hello everyone, my name is Martin Gevorkian. I would like to congratulate this year's senior class. On this day, we complete yet another chapter of our lives. And as we write the next chapter, we will never forget the lessons we learned, the laughs we shared, the tears we cried, and the bonds we forged in these 4 years. To our teachers, you have become an extension of our own families. You are parents to our second home here at Clark. Through the good times and the bad, you managed to bring out the light in us, to give off positivity, and to instill a sense of greatness. It has been our privilege to have you as a part of our lives these past years. To our parents, we thank you for all you do. We thank you for your support and kindness. We thank you for believing in us when we ourselves didn't do so. We thank you for giving us the gift of life, and we repay you by showing you what we are yet to make of that life. As the class of 2021 officers, we would like to leave a class gift of $6,000 for campus beautification projects, including a Clark branded mural and an outdoor wellness space for students' use.
Although we
did not get to host a lot of senior events this year, we are still glad that we have made history at Clark Magnet High School by hosting two of the biggest events here on campus.
The movie night last year, where we gathered 380 students, and the junior formal, where we gathered 270 students.
It has been an honor working with our students and our advisors, Ms. Ohanian and Mrs. Scott Sawyer, into making our high school moments memorable. Thank you.
Once again, congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Voices from the class of 2021. A committee of Clark faculty members selected 3 student speakers from number of submissions to present at this year's graduation. Our first speaker is Andre Wadik with the speech titled Unprecedented.
Honorable Principal Mrs. Kurtoshian, Dr. Landisi, Clark faculty, staff, our families and friends, as well as the class of 2021. Unprecedented is my least favorite word of the year, and here's why. We reflect on 2020 and how these unprecedented times have challenged us. From the COVID-19 pandemic to the social unrest across the globe, rattling events have disrupted our last 2 years of high school. However, we faced adversity and confusion long before needing to wear face masks. I remember stepping off the bus on our first day of high school, shivering from anxiousness. Or it might have been the 50-degree mornings here in La Crescenta. But we cluelessly wandered the amphitheater's floor, and as freshmen, we settled in a place we are not experienced nor were prepared for. In seeking guidance, we found comfort in confiding with our upperclassmen. We even signed up for enrichment sessions, not for homework help, but to find comfort in our favorite classrooms. Despite feeling lost and overwhelmed, we learned to rely on support of our teachers, administrators, and most importantly, friends. Another daunting struggle was the academically rigorous coursework Clark is known for. Most of our peers from other schools could barely handle 6 classes, but we were studying for 7. Our freshman physics class, for example, definitely put some pressure in my GPA. Every single one of us chose to endure numerous all-nighters and lectures that felt so much longer than 90 minutes. Nevertheless, we challenged ourselves both academically and mentally. From our grueling block schedule to the long bus rides home, we abandoned our comfort zones. And only in discomfort could we truly explore our capabilities. Flash forward to 2021, where we have been enduring a global pandemic. It's been 1 year of logging into Zoom and struggling to pay attention. It's been 1 year caring for our loved ones at home. It's been 1 year of FaceTiming friends to make distance learning a little less distant. Amid these struggles, this year has also been one where we hugged our parents a bit more, where we scrolled through TikTok to laugh a bit more, where we developed our passions as aspiring artists, coders, and engineers just a bit more. As a proud Asian American, I also want to acknowledge the hardships faced by people of color, marginalized groups, and their allies. In resisting the forces of racism, homophobia, and bigotry, we've become more compassionate adults, ready to vocalize what is right, regardless of our different backgrounds. Being the class of 2021 fueled our strength through the struggle. As a class of 2021, we will always cringe when hearing the word unprecedented and thinking about how that word has defined our coming-of-age stories. However, as we reflect on the last half of our time here at Clark, forget what the pandemic has stolen from us. Instead, remember the timid 14-year-olds walking into high school and compare them to the capable versions of ourselves today. Tomorrow, we will venture through the unknown as young adults refined by adversity. And we will continue to encounter the unprecedented again and again and again. But those future challenges will unmask our resolve. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Our next speaker is Nicole Karajian with her speech, Choosing Perseverance.
A message to the class of 2021. During the last 4 years, we've studied hard. Each and every one of us has taken advantage of the outstanding education we are offered as Clark students. Taking tests and feeling the satisfaction of achievement is something we are all familiar with. As we bid farewell to this monumental chapter in our lives, let us take a moment to reflect on a test none of us could have prepared for. No amount of studying, no textbook, and no cheat sheet could have prepared us for the most life-changing test we would ever take. March 13th, 2020 marked the abrupt end to our normal high school experience as we knew it. We had our final recess, walked the halls for the last time, and hugged our friends goodbye, confident we would see them after spring break. But the world shut down, and remote learning became our new reality. For 180 days, we sat in our homes with our computers on our laps, sometimes half asleep and still in pajamas, and occasionally made a teacher's day by turning our cameras on and greeting them with an enthusiastic smile. Sadly, we lost any chance at some of the most memorable high school experiences seniors can have. The class of 2021 did not have a prom, or the thrill of riding Space Mountain at Disneyland with our teachers. As freshmen, we could not have predicted spending our entire senior year in Zoom meetings. Perhaps we will be the only graduating class in history to complete our senior year remotely. But that is what makes us, the class of 2021, so extraordinarily special. For 1 year, we were unable to see our friends in school or interact normally with our teachers who have been such remarkable role models. Nevertheless, I think we can all agree that we were still able to find ourselves and determine who we want to be in this world. How lucky are we to have experienced something so life-changing right at the cusp of our adulthood, where we will make the decisions that follow us into the rest of our lives. This pandemic has equipped us with the tools to persevere through any challenge, teaching us the true meaning of resilience. Let's use our education to find opportunities in times of adversity. Let's use kindness and compassion to do incredible things for others. Let's explore this world and discover how we can do our part to make it better. Each day brings forth unknown challenges, but endless choices. We can choose to see COVID-19 as the evil villain who stole our senior year, or as the greatest learning experience we will ever have. Thank you to our parents and families who have given us unconditional love and support throughout this entire journey. Thank you to the Clark Magnet administration, faculty, and staff who have been by our side the last 4 years, helping us to grow not only as students, but as individuals capable of navigating the real world. Finally, congratulations to the class of 2021.
Our final speaker is Ernesto Aguilar with his speech, "Victory is Ours."
Good evening. Before I begin, I would like to take a brief moment to thank Clark Magnet's exceptional faculty and staff for the unconditional support they have provided our class throughout the last 4 years. Along the way, you celebrated our accomplishments with us and propelled us toward achieving the goals that we set for ourselves. From each and every one of my peers, thank you. Let's give you all a hand. My fellow graduates, after 4 years of living the great Clark adventure, our time here has slowly come to a finish. Every effort we have made throughout the last 4 years to be the best version of ourselves has led us here tonight, and I am more than happy to say we have made it this far together. In many ways, this moment embodies the resilient spirit and ambition that each of us Panthers possesses and is displayed in all that we do. 4 years ago, we channeled our inner maverick by abandoning the normal route and deciding to enroll at Clark Magnet. Morning after morning, we woke up, put on collared shirt and khakis to board those iconic yellow buses to 4747 New York Avenue. We met our best friends during the freshman pancake breakfast and went through the rituals of the Clark Magnet Tech Lit and Spanish classes together. Last year, we demonstrated our Panther power during our first ever Spirit Rally, and as proud Clarkies, we completed the daunting senior project to prove that our spirits remain resolved even during a pandemic. Now, I could stand here and list the many traditions and experiences we missed out on, but I want to make one message very clear to my fellow graduates. Despite the losses we suffered, we successfully endured an excruciating set of circumstances that took great amounts of effort to overcome. That is something that deserves to be both recognized and celebrated here tonight. In the words of President Lyndon B. Johnson, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. As far as I'm concerned, we all made it to our high school graduation in person together and are about to begin the next formative chapter of our lives. Not every high school can claim that it has a tightly knit student body like Clark, where most everyone knows each other. Throughout the years, we lent each other a helping hand, even if we were merely acquaintances. Yes, it may hurt to think about what we could have done if we lived in a perfect world, but I invite my fellow graduates to think about the possibilities we will have to shape the future. We certainly learned much both in and out of the classroom, and the skills that we developed have fortified us into fine young men and women who are capable of succeeding in our future endeavors. And while this may be a big accomplishment, it is certainly not the last. This moment is not one to celebrate, not only because we've completed a stage of life, but because we have proven our immense potential as young adults. We have only begun to show the world what we can do, and I am confident in each and every one of my peers that we will turn out to be the best in science, education, business, politics, or any other profession we may want to pursue. As we enter the next stage of our lives, we should not doubt our ability to take on challenges because the only limit to our dreams is the courage and effort we need to fulfill them. The best is certainly yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it was my honor to speak before you tonight. And from the bottom of my heart to my fellow graduates, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Teaching is not just a profession, it's a calling. As N. Michael said, the best teacher lodges an intent not in the mind, but in the heart. Tonight, we recognize 3 Clark staff members who have dedicated their life's work to students. through passionate instruction, thoughtful advisement, and most importantly, a commitment to excellence behind the classrooms, these teachers have made a tremendous impact on our school and our students. Will Mr. Flat Blattner and Mrs. Alex Blattner please join me on stage? We also would like to recognize the retirement of Ms. Maral Greeno, who is not able to be here tonight. Mrs. Greeno taught English at Clark for 22 years and served as the teacher on special assignment, responsible for our school's Title I program and English learners. Thank you for your service. In honor of their graduation, we would like to present them with a token of appreciation. Mr. and Mrs. Blattner, let me read the inscription on these awards to commemorate your service. Clark Magnet High School honors Charles Blattner, which is Mr. Fred Blattner, mathematics, tech lit, and computer science teacher, in recognition of your commitment to the students. We thank you for 31 years of service to GUSD and for sharing 23 years of dedication, expertise, and passion with the students, staff, and families. Anderson W. Clark Magnet High School, June 10, 2021. Clark Magnet High School, Alex Day Blattner, Science and Mathematics teacher. In recognition of your commitment to the students, we thank you for 13 years of service and for sharing your dedication, expertise, and passion with the students, staff, and families. Anderson W. Clark Magnet High School, June 10, 2021. Nice. Let's give them a round of applause. The old proverb states, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. As a school, we are extremely grateful for the partnership we have with PTSA. These volunteers go above and beyond to make sure that our staff and students are supported and cared for. In fact, the decorations on your chairs tonight were donated and placed there by our amazing PTSA volunteers. One of PTSA's longtime members has put 2 students through Clark, volunteered hundreds of hours, and this year served as Clark's PTSA president. This individual is there, always ready to help. She's a team player and a role model. Her enthusiasm and energy has inspired others over her 8 years on PTSA to give back to the Clark community as well. We extend our gratitude to our partner, our friend, Anita Reganian. Please join us on stage. While Ms. Reganian is joining us on stage, this is what her award says. Clark Magnet High School extends its gratitude to Anita Reganian for 8 years of dedicated service, care, and contribution to the Clark community. PTSA President 2021, PTSA Executive Board 2012 through 2016, 2017 through 2021. Mrs. Reganian.
Oh, wow. This is very unexpectable. Sorry, I'm very emotional at this moment. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so honored to be representing PTSA this year, and I am so proud of being a Clark Magnet High School parent. This school is very unique in so many ways, as you all know. And this year I had conversations with different families who contacted me with their comments and ideas that had, and I want to share what they think of Clark Magnet together. So I'm standing here on behalf of all those families, and I want you all to know that we are very grateful. I'm going to start with our teachers. We thank you so very much for all your dedication and hard work, especially this year during pandemic. You made sure that all these students got the excellent educational level that they deserve, and you continue serving them what you did even before pandemic. So thank you all very much. You guys are amazing. I want to thank the staff, faculty, and our hardworking counselors who've been in the office all this year, and they're ready, going, and supporting us all this year. I also want to thank our extraordinary leadership at this school, Mrs. Lena Kortoshian and Dr. Brian Landisi. You cannot imagine how hard these two individuals work, and their leadership is an example of what you see today. Just this event, I've seen them for the past 2-3 weeks, and I want to thank you from the bottom of all these families here, honestly, because thanks for hosting this in the school. So we'll be here, and our kids would come and enjoy an event at their school and take pictures. We truly appreciate that. We know how much work and effort it takes to put a program like this together. Thank you. And last but not least, I want to congratulate the class of 2021. You guys had a very unique senior year, and I bet you're gonna have nice stories to tell to your kids when you grow up and become parents. Thank you all very much. I'm truly honored for this recognition. Thank you.
GUSD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Vivian Ekchen. I present to you the members of the Clark Magnet High School class of 2021 who have met all the requirements for graduation from the Glendale Unified School District. Dr. Ekchen.
Good evening. It is a pleasure to celebrate the class of 2021 graduates from Clark Magnet High School. As we honor their achievement, we also recognize the people who've supported our students on their path to graduation. First and foremost, our amazing Clark Magnet administrators, teachers, and staff. Students, let's give them a big hand. Next, our parents, guardians, family members, and friends, in particular, our incredibly supportive PTA leaders who are instrumental in our efforts to serve students and families. Let's give them a big hand. And of course, our Glendale Unified Board of Education and our community and civic leaders and distinguished guests. One more time, let's applaud them. Particular appreciation to representatives from Glendale Community College who are here joining us today. Once again, thank you for your coordinated efforts to support our youth in our school district, Clark being a perfect example of that. Once again, let's give them a big hand. So I do want to share my sincere gratitude with each and every one of you for everything you have done on behalf of our students. So they have affected change in the world already, as you can see by example of the sophisticated leadership qualities that they've been able to demonstrate today in their speeches. So to our extraordinary graduates, the diploma you receive today marks a significant milestone, one that will open exciting new opportunities and expand your ability to affect change in the world. Your graduation from high school represents a transition into adulthood. From this point on, your actions, words, and ideas will carry more weight and will have more lasting consequences. This brings with it its responsibility to become actively involved in the process of making the world a better place. So the Clark Magnet accomplishments are no secret, but I do want to mention them again because they truly are a reason for celebration. I have every confidence you will meet these expectations as you have demonstrated your ability to excel academically and shine brilliantly. Clark Magnet High School is ranked in the top 2% of high schools nationwide by U.S. News and World Report. Give yourselves a big hand, students. 25% of our graduating seniors earned a distinction in bilingual competency, and that is amazing. Even in a pandemic, this amazing graduating class completed nearly 17,000 hours of community service and received top honors for academics and career and technical education programs, including earning gold, silver, and bronze medals at the Skills USA State Championships. Give yourselves a big hand. So as we speak about skills to change the world, graduates, without a doubt, you're living in one of the most exciting, promising, and challenging times in human history. The pandemic has reinforced our responsibility to provide service to our communities and work together to create a more equitable society. Although the challenges we're facing today, a global pandemic, economic uncertainty, millions of people experiencing homelessness, and food insecurity, may seem insurmountable, I look to our young leaders like you, and I feel a great sense of hope. You have proven over the past year in particular that you are the most passionate and most resilient generation. As I speak with our student leaders, hearing from our student voice panels this year, it is clear that you're raising your voices to demand a more peaceful, perfect, and equitable world. I truly cannot wait for you to take the helm of this country so that you can translate that passion into policy and create the world that the children of tomorrow deserve. I have a few pieces of advice to help you along your journey. As someone who's been in the business of disrupting the status quo for over 35 years, there are a number of things I've learned about what it takes to effect real change. I want to quickly share 3 of these lessons. Lesson 1. The first thing I've learned is real change happens within a 50-foot radius. In our efforts to change the world, we often focus on problems that are far away. Imagine if instead, we all focus on ensuring that the people right around us felt safe, respected, loved, and had what they needed to succeed. That would go a long way to solving our global problems. So my first piece of advice is, before you change the world, start by helping the people in your immediate vicinity and build out from here. My second bit of advice is, in order to become a change agent, you first need to become an empathy agent. What this means is that you must hone your ability to walk in someone else's shoes and understand how they think and why. Actively seeking other perspectives makes us more thoughtful, more nuanced in our perspective, and more empathetic. And lesson 3, our final. My last piece of advice is walk the equity talk. The world today is more diverse and interconnected than ever. In order for our society to succeed, we must lift each other up and provide equitable support that allows each and every individual to achieve their aspirational goals. It is important that we embrace each other's differences, advocate for one another, be mindful of how our words and actions might affect others, and work proactively to build a more inclusive and equitable world. Remember, change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Graduates, I have no doubt that you, as you go into this world, you'll become the change that we've been waiting for and make yourselves and everyone around you extremely proud. I'm thrilled to share this joyous occasion with you and cannot wait to hear about the great things you will achieve. Congratulations again, Clark Magnet High School class of 2021. And now, Mr. Sahakian and Dr. Karpetian, may I present the members of the Clark Magnet High School class of 2021. The Clark Magnet seniors assembled here today have met all of the requirements for graduation from the Glendale Unified School District, and I'm honored to recommend the awarding of their diplomas.
I promise you, we're almost there. Dear families, administrators, teachers, staff, and our amazing Clark Magnet High School graduates. Today, I am joined with my colleague, Board President, Mr. Sean Sahakian, and it is truly our honor to welcome all of you to the graduation commencement ceremony to accept class of 2021. We're all sitting here and thinking, wow, what a school year. And I say this with all sorts of emoji faces, believe me. It's been a year filled with so many unprecedented challenges and uncertainties while riding on an emotional roller coaster, and yet mixed with so many inspiring moments, invaluable life lessons, so much kindness and care, and most importantly, perseverance. As Walter Elliott once said, perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. This is the moment when we all should reflect back on and appreciate all the little things in our lives which we all tend to take for granted. Students, please take a moment today and thank all the wonderful people in your life who have supported you throughout the years and are so proud of your accomplishments. After all, today marks 2,340 days, I repeat that, 2,340 days of school from your first day of kindergarten until today, your high school graduation. Although your high school senior year hasn't been what any of us had expected it to be, please know that we're all incredibly proud of you and the person you have become. You are part of a graduating class that is more resilient and eager to begin the next chapter, the next academic and career chapter in your life. You are on your way to conquer the world. Dear parents and guardians, all the way back there, we see you. You guys look amazing, colorful with all those balloons. Make some noise, parents. Thank you for partnering with us during this pandemic and entrusting us with your precious teenagers. Thank you for turning your homes, into classrooms by providing a safe and nurturing environment during your child's distance learning. You became the IT technicians to problem solve, to troubleshoot the technical issues you may have. The cook to provide food for these always hungry teenagers. And the nurse and the teacher's assistants, while also trying to meet the needs of your entire family. GUSD truly appreciates your partnership throughout the years and especially this past year. Parents, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you will realize that your almost adult son or daughter is ready to fly into the real world and explore the great things life has to offer. Please know that you have done a great job of raising them, and be certain that they will always come back home with more accomplishments and much wisdom. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of our amazing Clark Magnet High School's administrators, teachers, and every staff member for their tireless dedication and support throughout the years. You have all done a fantastic job, and we thank you for making Clark Magnet High School a safe place for our students to grow, to thrive academically, and be ready for the real world. And finally, to our graduates, I'd like to wish our class of 2021 a life filled with great health, lots of happy moments, and of course, many successful accomplishments. You are ready to launch into a world that is excited to welcome you. You are the future leaders who will take science and technology to the next level. Find cures for our now untreatable diseases. Lead our government and our educational system. Fight for justice. Create arts and music. Invent new tools and technologies. And also protect and serve our country. Now it is time for you to discover who you are and open a new and exciting chapter in your life. Do what makes you happy. Be open to learn from your mistakes. Always be eager to give a hand to someone who needs help. And in doing all these, always keep your family a priority. Never give up on your dreams, and never, ever let fear stand in the way of your goals and aspirations. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for so patiently, and I'd like to ask Mr. Sahakian to join me. Right here. That's okay. Dr. Ekchian, on behalf of the Glendale Unified School District Board of Education, Mr. Sean Sahakian, Ms. Nairi Nahabedian, Ms. Jennifer Freeman, and Mr. Greg Krikorian, and of course myself, it is with great pride that we accept Clark Magnet High School graduating class of 2021. You guys did it.
Alan Tamrazian.
Alex Abnus.
Dylan Abramian.
Armen Abramian.
Edlin Hudabashian.
Emelyn Abramian.
Andrea Hunkayan.
David Abramian.
Monica Kilamian.
Angel Marie Adorable.
Erica Kiurkian.
Edgar Agekian.
Erica Christina Kambekian.
Lilith Agesian.
Damian Knight.
Ernesto Aguilar.
Navart Konanyan.
Andrew Akverdian.
Nicole Karajian.
Joe Akopekian.
Anahit Krebekian.
David Oxkalian.
Alina Kunyaman.
Lucy Alexanian.
Francesca Larsena.
Mary Alemsharian.
Brandon Lau.
Tade Amirkhanian.
Wesley Liu.
RP Amirian.
Anthony Lima Abrego.
Anderiasian. Sorry. Anderiasian.
Jonathan Luis.
Nicholas Anderiasian.
Alan McComb.
Samuel Anderiasian.
Edward Manukian. Samuel Manukian.
Jacob Ansurian.
Anthony Marinov.
Anush Apinian.
Alec Markarian.
Jacob Arabian.
Talar Markarian.
Daniel Arakelian.
Melanie Markarian.
Patrick Arakelian.
Liova Marderosian.
Anna Aratunian.
Serena Megardichian.
Henri Arzum.
Michelle Magrikian.
Eli Asadurian.
Piyuna Medakhani.
Alex Asaturian.
Tarek Mehrabian,
Katrin Aslanyan.
Ian Mendez,
Boles Artia.
Laura Minasian,
Gayane Avagimian.
Eric Minasian,
Isabella Avakian.
Edgar Mkhitaryan,
Arman Avanesian.
Aren Makarchian,
Yana Avanesian.
Grigor Makarchian,
Menwa Arvan.
Lillian Makartumian,
Sonia Idenjian.
Santana Molina,
Erlin Babayan.
Sirus Motalebi, Parvane Motalebi, Andy Muralian,
Irvin Babayan.
David Movsisian,
Anna Babakhanian.
Haritun Mutafian,
Nare Bagumian.
Ilona Nahapetian,
Natalie Bagumian.
David Najarian,
Nikita Bardash.
Leo Narinyans,
Arpa Baruni.
Lucy Navasardian,
Jaren Batista.
David Nazarian,
David Bazikian.
Nona Nersesian,
Harutun Beglarian.
Nicholas Nix,
Mark Benlian.
Narek Noninian,
Arutun Bogosian Gargani.
Andrei Nurmamad,
Mike Borisov.
Lilia Ohanian,
Harutun Boyajian.
Dero Ordabegian,
Bian Kalaeg.
Bryn Owen,
Abigail Jane Castro.
Haritun Palyan,
Kenneth Castro.
Inessa Baronian.
Leah Chakatspanyan.
Sophie Peinecke.
Jason Chavez.
Arsen Penerjan.
Arthur Chebishian.
Eliza Petrosian.
Inga Chilingarian.
Annette Petrosian.
Connor Choi.
Haik Petrosian.
Priscilla Contreras.
Giray Petrosian.
Brandon Cortez.
Sarah Petrosian.
Harutun Darbinian.
Quinn Pineda.
Arvin Davudi.
Sevak Pogosian.
Dion Davudian.
Sophia Pogosian.
Devin Dergavorkian.
Aubrey Shan.
Harutun Dobroyan.
Tyra Marie Nicole Kiashon.
Mitchell Doom.
Michaela Reyes.
Alan Ekimian.
Tony Reganian.
Surly Ekmekjian.
Janice Rigor.
Amasia Ila Aspur.
Carol Rodriguez.
Melanie Angelian.
Kaylin Rostamlu.
Griselda Eichener.
Alex Rostomian.
Ian Fabre.
Arthur Rostomian.
Siun Fala.
Mariam Rashtuni.
Mariel Fernandez.
Michael Ruiz.
Nathan Frenier.
Syed Sadala.
Jonathan Galicia.
Tigran Sajo.
Julie Garabetian.
Katerina Sagi.
Eileen Garamanian.
Sarah Sahakian.
Gevorg Gazajian.
Ani Sahakian.
David Gedelekian.
Ani Sahakian.
Mary Giovjelizian.
David Saleh.
Angeline Gevorkian.
Philip Salem.
Isabella Gevorkian.
Bryce Sebastian Sales.
Martun Gevorkian.
Joseph Selman.
Nare Gevorkian.
Nune Saratikian.
Karina Gevorkian.
Sona Sardarian.
Sharis Garibian.
Alan Sargisian.
Eric Golestanian.
Eileen Sargisian.
Joshua Raul Gonzalez.
Jessica Sargisian.
Vincent Guataco.
Angelica Sargisian.
Angelina Grigorian.
Diana Sargisian.
Jeremy Gilo.
Lilith Sarkisian.
Gevork Gulian.
Manya Sarkisian.
Shareya Guntai Reddy.
Mary Sarkisian.
Carmen Guzman Rodriguez.
Kevin Sarvarian.
Alex Gurijan.
Romel Shabani.
Muriel Hainig.
Leo Shabazian.
Chris Hagverdian.
Natalie Shahi.
Elin Hairapetian.
Nicole Shahi.
Elvina Harapetian.
Emmanuel Shamuradian.
Daniel Hakopian.
Raymond Shamirian.
Arpa Hakopian.
Miriam Shirvanian.
Anaida Haratunian.
Catherine Shavlin.
Nare Haratunian.
Livia Simonian.
Mane Haratunian.
Marie Rose Sinanian.
Basma Hassan.
Arkady Soloyan.
Isaiah Hernandez.
Joshua Sanglao,
Andre Iwatig,
Helen Tamazian,
Mane Hovanesian,
Carlo Tashian,
Anna Hovanesian,
Anahit Tankabakian,
Ellen Hovanesian,
Arno Tatos,
Stacy Hovanesian,
David Terartunian, Garo Tokhlatian,
Tarun Hovanesian,
Haik Totchan,
Hovanes Husikian,
Christine Torosian,
Robert Ibrahim Atanus,
Rosa Torosian,
Narek Isayan,
Armon Saturian,
Madeline Jalalian,
Shant Turjan,
Arek Jamijian,
Leana Tutunjan,
Victoria Janelian,
Sarah Valerio,
Amanda Janoyan,
Narek Vardanian,
Lilith Kampanjan,
Liliana Vardumian,
Krikor Kaprelian,
Manny Vartanian,
Leon Kaprelian,
Sevak Vartanian,
Shirak Garabedian Hajibadu,
Jirasorn Wang Paluk,
Ani Karapetian,
Arthur Yerizarian,
RP Keshishian,
Jacqueline Yi,
Malia Keshizade,
Natalie Yusefian,
Anthony Khachaturian,
Alex Zargarian,
Elizabeth Khachaturian,
Christina Zargarian,
Mane Khachaturian, Andre Zorabian, Ani Jamgochian,
All right, we did it. Nice work, everyone. That's it. Cool, huh? Just like that. Come on. Okay, we did it.
I will now invite Senior Class President Martin Gevorkian to lead the class in moving the tassel. The movement of the tassel from one side of the mortarboard to the other symbolizes a student's completion of schooling. Seniors, please rise. Martin, please do the honors, right to left. Let's give a big round of applause to the class of 2021. Martin, you can throw your hat too, that's fine. Yeah. They're so excited. You may be seated. Seniors, you may be seated. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Graduates, I thank you for giving so much of yourselves to the Clark community, both in and out of the classroom. Your accomplishments have made us proud and are cause for celebration. I'm confident that your pride in being a Panther will grow in the coming years. Continue to show the same level of talent and character that has so far carried you to this point in your lives. Please remain connected and mentor the students who will follow you. Your enthusiasm, dedication, and engagement with Clark assures our mutual legacy of optimism, excellence, and purpose. Congratulations and best wishes for a fulfilling and prosperous future. Parents and families, thank you for being the driving force behind the success of your students and entrusting us with your students every day for the last 4 years. It has been an honor and a privilege to play a part in the education of these young people. Parents of the graduates, please stand. Everybody's standing, so parents, please stand. Graduate, please turn around and give your parents a round of applause for your parents, please. Guests, please remain seated while the graduates leave the field. After the ceremony is over, you're invited to spend time with your families around the campus. This is a celebration. Class of 2021, this concludes our graduation ceremony. Congratulations to all. Please be seated. Please be seated.